What's wrong with that? You don't want the bin one?
I was just like, oh, why are we different today?
Well, I forgot I had a whole case, and so I bought this today, and this is all they had at Target. They don't have the regular size ones, I guess. So, and then I'm like, oh man, I should have bought you one.
Target, the store for fairies.
Yeah, well, I got socks from there, so I can't really complain. And jeans. So shoot jeans.
I don't know who gets socks from Target, but sure.
I don't buy socks often. Most of my socks come from Costco.
Valid. Mine either come from like Ross, Marshall's, TJ Maxx, and stuff like that.
Hey, we're on the same page, dude. I don't buy socks from Target either.
Target
one
socks.
time I was there and I'm like, I don't
$20 for 5 pairs. Like what?
It was 11 for 3.
11.
Yeah, 11 for 3. It's not great, but I didn't have any white socks.
So I'm right. The 2 more would be like
yeah, no,
$20.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. We're on the same page.
Holy.
Hello.
That's terrible. Target, get your shit together.
Come on.
This economy, $20 for 5 pairs of socks. Man.
Yeah.
But
if you're tired of the chaos, noise, and confusion, take the simple shift and turn thoughts into action. Welcome to the Simple Shift. This is Beto.
this is Brandon.
And
We're
ready to be here and talk to you today. It's been a little bit, huh?
We got to work on that. It's been a little bit.
It has been a little bit.
Brandon's been traveling.
I have been.
I recently took time off of work. Not to my power. I got laid off, but took a week off to figure things out. And then I got a new job. So I'm blessed. So we're back here on a Monday.
It's a Monday.
Oddly enough, I got Mondays off.
Yeah, that is weird. Oh, so you do have Mondays off?
For now.
Okay.
For now. I think I'm going to be having Friday, Saturdays off, but I haven't confirmed yet. I did tell my boss about the competition, but I mean, he's not obligated.
In July? Or
no, this month.
Oh, this month.
Yeah, but he's not obligated to give me the days off, so.
No.
If he does, cool, I'll do it. I'll sign up last minute. If not, then I won't.
No prep time for me. Okay. Awesome.
That's fine. I'll just go in with what I've been doing, so.
Okay.
I feel good.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, how's your list feeling? A brief intermission.
Sorry. Oh yeah, random number. I did 500 for 3.
Yep.
The other day, which was awesome. I've never done that before.
Yep.
And then I did 502 for a sloppy single, and then bench. I haven't really been worried about bench. I really just want my squat to be on point.
That's probably why you should work on bench.
Whatever. Well, I mean, Spotto 285 for 3, so that's not bad.
That's good. Yeah, no, you're getting there. You're getting there.
But I haven't really, I mean, you don't have me max out anyway, so I haven't tried anything.
No, not until comp really.
Yeah. But that's what's going on with us.
Well, he didn't say anything with me, but with him.
I just said you were traveling, so.
I was in Texas with, last time we talked on here, I was going to Texas.
He was on not he was, but Yumi was on TV.
Yumi was on his TV, yeah. Yeah, Yumi and I were in Texas. That was an insanely shitty travel for me. I couldn't fly direct flight to, where was it? Combat? So Texas? Houston. Yeah, Houston. So instead, I flew indirect to San Antonio. And then I rented a car, drove 3 hours after my flight, and got there. And then that was the easy part of the travel, because on my way back, I didn't realize, because I didn't fly in through Houston. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, I'm flying out through Houston, which is perfectly fine. I made it through past security at the Houston airport. And for those who don't know, there's 2 Houston airports. And I got past security with Yumi. And I'm like, this doesn't look right. Where's my Delta? Where's my terminal?
So she was at the right one.
She was at the right one. We drove there together, and I talked to the guy. Great guy. The information desk guy, great guy. Talked to him, and he's like, brother, you're at the wrong airport. No, I'm not. Please. Don't say that. I have an hour and a half till my flight boards.
Where's the other airport?
30 minutes away. And then he's like, great guy. He told me he went out from behind his desk, took me and said, "Go through these doors. Take the escalator. Go straight all the way." He gave me very specific directions and said, "Order an Uber."
Damn.
So I ordered an Uber, and to drive, it was like 40-minute drive. And the Uber guy, I told him what was up. He's like, "Don't worry, I got you." Some guy straight from Jamaica, great guy, love that guy. We chatted the whole time. He sped for me, and I'm pretty sure he ran a red light. I didn't say anything. I'm like,
Rastaclad, bombaclad,
he shaved off 5 minutes.
Nice.
5 minutes. Then
Jamaican Vin Diesel.
great guy. Then I got inside, and the TSA workers said, "Standard line, go down the escalator, take a circle, and walk all the way down the hallway. Follow the line." What? Went down the escalator because the line went down the escalator.
Oh.
It circled downstairs.
This is why I don't travel.
And then went, because the government shut down.
Sure.
Well, that's why the lines are so long.
Right. Sure, yeah, I'm agreeing with you.
Okay,
Yes. I'm not,
that sounds sarcastic. I'm like,
No,
they're
I mean-
not. I've never seen lines that long.
I'm just saying.
And I shit you not, they had signs with wait times. And the sign I was walking past, it said 90 minutes. Like, I have an hour at this point to get on my flight. Got past everything eventually. Like, I'm not making it. I just laughed. I'm like, I'm not making it, but I'll get on a flight eventually. Then I run just in case, because you always run regardless. My gate is at the opposite side of the airport, of course. So I ran all the way, and then I kind of looking at the gate, nobody's there. I kind of give up, and one guy, I see him from a distance. He's like, I'm like, I just sprinted. I'm like, no way. They waited 4 minutes for my ass after they were going to close. And I got on. And I made it back.
You think that guy called?
Called? No.
No.
Sometimes they'll wait. But I didn't think they were going to wait. I didn't think I would have made it. I fully accepted. It was like, I was 99% sure I wasn't making that flight.
So if you miss a flight, you have to pay for a whole other flight?
It depends on the airline. It depends on a lot of things. I was flying standby. So I wholeheartedly, so like my seat isn't guaranteed because I'm flying standby. And if I get on, I get on, but I don't expect them to wait on my ass. That's for sure.
If you fly standby, you're flying free?
It depends what kind of standby you have. But it's like reduced price usually for a lot, which is nice. But you have to be flexible because you can miss flights easily.
Right.
And yeah, like I said, there was no
aside from
guarantee.
me being broke, this is why I don't travel. Because I hear stories like this, and I'm like, I would not have the fucking gall or patience.
I do not. This is not how it usually is. I usually I get very lucky on my traveling.
Yeah.
Somehow. And it worked out. But that was my traveling. And then the comp was great. Comp was amazing. Loved the comp.
Yeah.
It was probably one of the best comps I've been to. Shout out to Cranon and putting together that competition at Alpha Land, which
It looked like fun.
The gym was incredible.
Yeah.
So cool.
Heard it's huge.
Yeah. Just the bar. That was the comp. So it's ginormous. It's like a mall.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like a warehouse.
It's like a mall. Like
shit.
there's multiple, because it's so long, there's multiple places you can buy like drinks and stuff. Because it's so spaced out.
Oh gosh.
It's insane. Crazy.
That's cool. Yeah, I
Yumi
watched
crushed
it on TV. Yumi was crushing it.
She crushed it.
She was smirking the whole time.
She was helping other people out.
Yeah.
It was an overall great experience. I'm so glad. It was totally worth the travel.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. But yeah, it was a good time. Just the bar, classic. It was no complaints about it, honestly.
Yeah, that's awesome. Mm-hmm. I would like to travel for a meet. That would be a good experience. But all the time,
Sick. Yeah, no.
I don't know.
It'd be sick though to travel for meets some more.
Yeah. If they were paid for, sure. If I got sponsors and stuff, hey, that would be cool.
Sponsored that.
Shut up. I'm hungry, but shut up. I don't know if you guys heard that. That's my stomach.
Don't slap her. Chill out, dude. Whoa.
She broke up the band through text. She can.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, she did actually.
That's rough.
Yeah, a long time ago that was like a thing. She was like, "Yeah, we're done."
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, last week we did not shoot because I was out of town, and yeah.
It's always his fault.
Well, since you want to put a blame on me, we did have a substitute that wasn't posted.
Which one?
The audio.
Oh, we did. Yeah, I did. You could have posted that.
I don't have access to I don't have anything to edit.
CapCut.
I don't have space.
I don't have space. Leave it up to me.
Yeah, well, you're the editor, dude.
I just got a new job, so I was like, yeah. Go to bed.
Don't even. You were
was.
going out. I saw you drinking with Anthony.
When?
A couple days ago.
No.
I saw a photo on your story.
That was Friday.
Oh, well, Friday?
Yeah.
You had all the stuff by then.
Did I?
Yes.
Oh.
You had it last week.
I went to have a shot, and then I went home.
You had all the stuff you needed, like Tuesday.
We can still post that one.
We can? Well, we'll save that for a time when we're not actually recording, when we need it.
Well, you have a reel for us today.
I do. Hagar's gone a reel today.
Yes.
All right, this is actually
a good one.
We're going to put it on the screen here. And then you're going to place it over here. It's over here.
It's going to be off that way.
It's going to be that way, probably.
It might be in the middle.
Yeah. Okay.
Nobody's gonna vote for Donald Trump, and the fact that you don't care is...
Hold on, wait, what's that? Looks like a creepy old man that's chasing a little kid.
What? Who cares? Like I was 6.
Nobody that's not black can say the N-word. And the fact that you want to is
Wait, what's that? It looks like kids are being dragged into a van.
Bro, who cares? This word is more important. Like I was saying.
How can you say that about Plum Love? You know what? I hate people like you. How are you
Hold
gonna...
on, wait, what's that? It's another kid begging for help. But they gotta wait, because how could you think the current economic status of this country could snap out of it, niggas, for trafficking children while you argue over bullshit? It's a word, race, and other shit. We need to come together now, because we have a common enemy. I'm niggas, she's niggas, you're niggas, we niggas.
Fucking...
We're on. Anyway, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, yeah, I feel like people are so blinded by their stance and their beliefs that when it comes to like the outside world, they're just oblivious to shit that's going on. Because this happened to like when I talk to people about certain shit, you know, and they're just like, "Oh, I haven't even heard of that." I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's
I think it's one thing to be just blind to your surroundings and just ignorant to it all. It's a completely different thing when you know it's happening, but you're choosing to actively avoid it because what you feel like you have to say is more virtuous than everything around you.
right. Yeah.
And that's a huge issue.
It's like, oh, what I have to say is more important than what's going on, so I'm not going to worry about it. And it's like, that is your moral compass is out of whack there.
And I think what that is people would rather go down with the ship than admit they're wrong. They would die before ever admitting they're wrong, no matter how much evidence comes out. I mean, we've seen this over the years, both left, right, every up, down, every which way. People have their beliefs. They talk about their beliefs in an echo chamber full of people that believe exactly what they believe. So they're reinforcing those beliefs. And if it's challenged whatsoever, they purposely, it's willful ignorance. And they purposely ignore everything.
Yeah.
No matter how blatantly clear it is that they're wrong, they would rather die than admit they're wrong. And that's willful ignorance.
And like it can even go back to like the pointing to which side you're on just because we disagree. You know, like, oh, you don't believe what I'm saying, or you don't agree with my beliefs. Oh, you're probably on the other side. I hate the other side just as much as you do, but then again, I also hate your side. So they just kind of, it depends who you talk to. You talk to somebody left, right, up, down. You know, doesn't matter.
All around clear.
All around, you can just disagree with somebody, and it's like, oh, well, you probably agree with what they got going on. I was like, no, absolutely not. I don't agree with either of you. Both of you are wrong. You know, but if you try to tell them what your perspective is, it's like, well, how do I know you're right if you're not associated with anything? It's like, it's not, I don't have to be associated with anything to have an opinion or a stance or a belief.
Yeah. It's also so uncommon to see people without an opinion. There's no problem when you know you don't have enough knowledge on a subject to not have an opinion. Like that can be your stance.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know how to say I don't know.
Yeah.
Like they want to feel what's it called? They want to feel connected with people with certain things, so they're just like, yeah, I heard of something like that, instead of saying that, yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah. So many people ask me about the war and whatnot and the economic status of the world. And I'm
Jaden Smith quote. Can we worry about the economic status of the world? Gosh.
Yeah, I meant to say that. Anyway, people ask me just because I was in the Marine Corps. My brother, I was a grunt. I was on the ground. All they said was they told me where to point. I just shot. That's that's what I know. Like, I'm ignorant to it.
For me, it can go on the other way of like when everything was very heightened when it came to like the whole ICE thing, and people would be like, "Oh, how'd you feel? You know, how do you feel about this, like that?" I'm like, I don't know, because it's not really happening around me. Is it bad? 100%. Yeah, it's terrible. Is there laws? Yes, there is. Is the system to get citizenship fucked up? Yes, but I don't know. I can't be the person to tell you all these information and all these facts because I really don't know. But I can agree with you to say it's wrong. I can agree with you to say the system is fucked up and it takes forever for people to get their citizenship. But I can't agree with you to say that it's okay for people to come over because it's like there's laws.
Two things can be true at the same time.
100%.
Like
people can't do that.
Yeah, death can be bad. People can dislike the fact that somebody was killed, but they can also agree that people need to leave. Like, two things can be correct. You can hate one, you can dislike something and dislike something else, agree with something and agree with something else that might be controversial or inverse to one another. And that's,
wait, like death and like want to leave or need to leave because like they're in pain and stuff like that?
No. So like, say with ICE, like a couple people died, right? A couple citizens died. That's bad. Yeah. I don't want to see anyone that bad. I don't care if I want all illegals to leave and I want them to be taken out. If somebody dies, I don't have to like the fact that they died because it was for a quote unquote good cause or a cause I'm backing. And the inverse is also true. Like we can admit that the system to get here is fucked up. And it's a long process, which is a problem. We can also agree, I can also say that there's still a law that needs to be implemented. Yeah. And yes, that needs to be corrected and fixed. Yeah. But over here, it doesn't mean that people should just be let in. Yeah. It's still 100%. Illegal. And I mean,
I've had that issue trying to talk to people about it because they're so, like I said, they're so stuck on it. But then when stuff happens, when like people die, and they're like, see, they try to use it to like kind of like back their saying is like, no, fuck what you're talking about. Somebody just died.
Yeah.
Like somebody's dead.
That's like sad.
That's sad. That's fucking sickening. But they're like, yeah, but I'm going to use it to further push my agenda and my beliefs. Is like, that's bad. Like that's even worse, you know?
We're so there are a couple things here. We're so desensitized to death.
Yes.
That every time there's a death, it is used
to sway the public.
Right. You know, it's used to further push an agenda of both sides, and it's like whether it was Charlie Kirk, like his death was leveraged, so much, and that was just so fucking.
But that shit was graphic.
Yeah,
like I've watched growing up, I used to fucking do the whole live leaks and look up cartels doing stuff, like. I haven't done any of that in a while, like watch those type of videos. So that when I watched that video, I was like, I was like, bro.
Yeah.
In front of all those people, you know, and people that have their conspiracy theories about it, whatever which way. it still doesn't matter. However it happened, it still was whole, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know?
For the sake of being a hypocrite here, do you think of any of those conspiracies with that?
No, 100%. They just came out saying that the fucking bullet didn't match the rifle of the dude.
Yeah.
So
Oh
it's
my
like,
gosh.
but besides the fact of any of that, again, because that's on people's
It's
beliefs
terrible,
and all that, it was horrific. It was
Yeah,
horrifying.
all these deaths, like you can care about.
We could talk about Alex
Petretti.
Petretti. Bro, they shot him in his back.
Yeah.
They had the dude not even dead to rights, but they shot him in the back.
Yeah.
And just kind of like,
Yeah.
the other lady shot her in the face.
Yeah. I mean, death is death. It's terrible.
but-
even if that person that died was in the wrong, death is still
terrible.
death. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And that is terrible. That is a sad thing for the human race, especially in Western society, that we have these killings in such ways.
And and if you mourn the person, one side can look at you like, "Oh, why are you mourning this person?" They're dead.
Yeah.
Their life is no longer here. Their soul is gone. That's sickening. That is sad. Like, especially as a Christian, as a person who believes in God and has a faith, that is one of the things that is like very, very should be taken serious, because at the end of the day, as much as we want to be here, yes, we go on to see the Lord, but at the end of the day, we don't want to die in those type of ways. You know, we don't want to be killed in these horrific ways.
Yeah, people don't realize their deaths are being used as almost like their outrage, and they're pushed to these violent actions because realistically, like the school shootings and whatnot, they're being pushed to do so.
Yeah.
By left, right, whoever you want it to be, they're being put up as an effigy, used
Or like a martyr.
Yeah. Well, right.
Yeah.
What I mean is like they're being put out there to become martyrs, but it's like an effigy out there to burn, and they don't even know it. Like, they don't know they're being hung out to dry. They don't know, like, the whole trans community. Like, they're being put out to fucking burn on purpose. They are taking people who I mean, whether you believe in trans or not,
Right.
we can all agree that people who are trans are also mentally ill in some way, shape, or form. Those people are the easiest to manipulate.
Right.
Like, without a doubt. People who are mentally unstable, mentally ill, are easier to manipulate.
Yep.
And you give them something to stand behind, something to latch onto and become a leech for, and it gives them purpose. And if you give, and I love this quote, I don't know who said it, but I heard it on Chris Williamson's podcast. It's, if you give a man a purpose, he will crawl through broken glass with a smile.
Oh, yeah, I've heard this one, yeah.
And same thing with those people, you give them a purpose, they will actively go and commit atrocities for that purpose.
Yep.
And they do. And they're being used.
And they
they're
will die
putting
happily doing so.
They're being put out there. They're being used to push an agenda, no matter what agenda. And I don't think it's left or right. I think it's somewhere all at the fucking top, where people are controlling both left and right. Just left and right, they're puppets.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, they're
100%.
It's the same. Everyone. It's the whole.
There's like a picture.
Video.
I remember if you ever seen the picture. It's like Rothschilds and then the bottom, but then it's like the very top is like.
Yeah. Well, right. And just like that video, like, there's this stuff going on over here that we're not paying attention to because we're so
you're colliding with each other.
You're colliding. Your hatred for each other is more important to you than the bigger picture in its entirety.
And like you could even say it as far as like the Israel-Palestine thing. We hate Israel. We hate Palestine. Cool. They both suck. There's still fucking people dying, bro. There's still kids dying.
Yeah.
Like,
still
people had asked me my stance on it. I was like, both sides can get fucked. I only care about the kids.
Yeah.
You know, I care about the children, the innocent people that are dying.
Yeah.
You know, whatever they got going on does not amount to kids having to die.
Yeah.
You know, people in Israel, however they want to put it, I was like, whoa, it's because this. No, nothing you can tell me will justify that those kids needed to die. those innocent people, women, children, old senior citizens, people like my mom's age, dead, gone because these old fucks, these old people that have this grudge from however many fucking years don't like each other. Like, that shit is... You can never get me to agree to what side of the fucking cause it is because none of that, to me, none of that shit matters.
Yeah.
That political bullshit, that fucking Israel this or Palestine this or Hamas, none of that fucking matters. People should not be dying because at the end of the day, life is precious. And we just become so desensitized to it because of agendas on one side or these people on this side. It's just fucking terrible. And it's even leaked into our society here in the States, where it's like Democrats, Republicans. It's like at one point it's going to be East Coast versus West Coast, and we're going to meet in the fucking middle in the Midwest, and then fucking shit's going to it's going to be some shit like that. I have like this fucking idea of a conspiracy if that's what's going to happen one time.
Yeah, I was talking with somebody about Civil War kind of aspect.
Yeah.
And I don't think we would have like the original Civil War. I don't think it would.
I feel like everybody in the middle of this country would fuck everybody up on both
Well,
sides.
it's not even. It's not. It would be definitely like left versus right for sure.
Yeah.
But it would be. But one thing the left is really good at, far above the right, is they're good at organizing. I think of the BLM riots,
Antifa,
think of
and all that.
Yeah, all that stuff. Like, think of all the rioting they have done on the left. It's clear. One thing is very clear, and it's that they are very good at organization and organizing together for a common cause. The problem with the right is they cannot organize because they are not extremists, and that's a problem because the left. They are. I use extremists loosely. The left. They're very much in an echo chamber, just like the right is, but they're very much in an echo chamber, and they all believe the same exact stuff. There is no moderate, and if you are moderate, you got pushed towards the right, which is why Trump won this last election, is because everybody that was moderate got pushed to the right because they didn't fit with the left, and the left crucified them for that.
Right.
Which
I mean, that
makes
goes
sense.
both ways, though.
Well, yes,
Yeah.
but my point being is the right is made up of more so factions. They have the moderates who don't agree with them 100%. They have the extremists like the MAGA. Like, they believe they're in an echo chamber. They believe one thing, all the same thing, whatever. But there's a lot of people surrounding them that don't. So their ability to organize something in the name of in whatever they want,
impossible.
it's
Not
not big enough because it's not as effective as something like the left.
Right.
Because the left is purely extremist views.
Yeah.
That I digress.
For the most
That
part,
matters.
though. No, I wouldn't say for the most part, but the majority of it. Because I know some people that are, I guess, left. I hate to use left and right terms when it comes to talking about certain people. But they look at their peers in that area of, their lives as like they're fucking idiots.
Yes. No. You're right. I don't mean everybody.
Yeah.
I definitely, because I know people, both sides, who are very much more moderate, and the people on the left, that are like that, they're more moderate. Like, I would consider myself more moderate. I'm a libertarian constitutionalist, if anything. But that would be described as moderate, whatever. And
I feel like a lot of our generation, I wouldn't say a lot, but most are moderate, left
most
or right,
people
or
are moderate.
more just like neutral. But I wouldn't even consider myself wanting to be a part of any of it.
No.
Just for the fact that it needs to come down and get rebuilt by the people, not by people that are, bought out and lobbied.
We have a good system. It's just
the people who are in
used.
it.
Yeah.
The people who
Just
are
like
in
anything.
it. Yeah.
Good constitution, bad usage. And just like the Marine Corps, just like anything.
The biggest thing is like having to get those people out because they're trying to change that stuff that we follow. They're trying to change it to sway into their views. It's like, no. No.
But they're successful. They're very good at manipulation. Every death there's no death not used for propaganda.
100%.
None. And just I just want us to ask ourselves here. Do you know anyone that you disagree with, like truly, and that you're still friends with? Because I mean, we disagree on some stuff. Like we disagree on something.
Yeah, we just
Does that change our relationships? If anything, it strengthens it.
Yeah. Ask more questions.
You ask, you try to understand each other's point of view, but my point is, do you live in an echo chamber? And if you do, you need to get out of that chamber.
You need to break that
You
chamber.
need to break out of there.
Yeah, you need to break the ceiling of that and let the echo fucking fly out of there, because that's when you get stuck in to being a sheep. Just following the flow of what everybody else is doing and not having yourself to critically think about what you believe in just because you want to fit in with the crowd. Or not even fit in with the crowd, but yes, more or less fit in with the crowd because you don't want to be looked at as an outcast. Fuck that. Be the outcast. Be that person that asks the questions. You know, when it came to, I guess I could put it into my terms, when it came to my faith, I questioned my faith all the time. I'll ask questions to certain people about my faith, and I'll be like, I don't know about this. Does it change the way I believe in the Lord? No. But do I question it? Yes. He tells, in the Bible, in the Word, says to question, ask me questions, and you will hear the answers that I'm going to give you. And that will, let your mind be at ease. But if you're not asking questions, you're kind of just like, yeah, la-di-da-di, I'm listening to what everybody else is doing. You're not really believing in what you say you believe in. You're kind of just going with what the flow is. And it's like that one, there's a picture. It's like an old picture of like, oh, break out of the chain, break out of the simulation, people on a conveyor belt, and that's the one guy leaving.
Oh, yeah.
Because you got to ask questions. You have to question things. Not everything just makes sense and it's going to be like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. No. No. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, if everyone around you believes exactly what you believe in, and you're okay with that, you have no ability to critically think. Yeah. And that's a problem. And if you can't critically think, you're probably brainwashed, and you are an idiot.
Well, I mean, not to name call or anything, but
I'm name calling.
He is. I wouldn't. I wouldn't name call. I would just like to tell people, think for yourself. Don't let a group or a belief think for you. Ask the questions that you want answered. If you have questions you want answered, ask them. And if you can't ask those people that believe in the same thing those questions because they're going to be like, why are you asking these questions? You're in the wrong fucking group.
Facts.
That is your cue. Oh, fuck. I fucked up. And that's your cue to like get the fuck out of there and meet new people, find a new group that can critically think for themselves, disagree with each other, obviously, but to the point where you're not going to fucking fight over it or anything like that. But still, you disagree with each other, but you learn to ask questions to hopefully maybe get to a point where like you come to an agreement or agree to disagree. But if you're sitting there and you ask a question and somebody says, why are you asking questions? Why don't you just believe what we believe in? Yeah, you lost it.
Idiot.
You lost it there. But I mean, Brandon wants to name call. I'm not going to name call.
Well, I'm saying that if you question it, a lot of people will call you a bigot. They'll call you hypocrite, racist. I've been called a lot of things.
Yeah. But
if you're unable to question, and people are unable to answer, you are not in the proper rooms. No. And you should probably walk out. And let's talk about why this happens. Like why people get trapped in these rooms. And it's totally a caveman thing. Groups are safer. Like we're safer in groups, and that's prehistoric. That is the truth behind survival.
Sure.
But I mean, it is.
Sure.
I mean, because back then, caveman era, you want to be in a group. And that's okay. Your tribe is very important. That's why tribalism is so common today, because naturally we want to be in a group. And it is hard to fight against the herd, because the herd is saying one thing, and if you're saying the opposite, something different, you're questioning, and nobody else is. That feels...
You'll get left out.
That feels fucking lonely. And if you're in a herd, if you're in a tribe of any sort in the wild, that will get you killed. So naturally, it makes sense, but we're not in a tribe. We're
booga.
Yeah.
We're not fucking ooga booga.
Yeah.
You know,
We're not there.
we are more evolved human beings.
Exactly. We've evolved past the need for, and we do still need social contact. We still need some sort of tribe, but it is okay to find a new tribe,
100%.
and you need to do so. I like
If
to
you,
describe
if
it.
you need to do so, if you got people that can critically think around you, by all means, stick to your group.
Yeah,
but
but
find new people to.
I also think, I mean, this might be controversial, but I think you should try to outgrow the group of people you're around.
Yeah.
And not like fully. Like, of course you want them to grow too. But if
Yeah.
I like to think of it,
I wouldn't call it outgrowing.
I like to think of it as like a hotel. You start at the bottom floor. You meet, say you live there, whatever. You,
Oh, go ahead. There's another
say
way
you
I
live
could
on the
put it.
bottom floor. You know everybody on that bottom floor, and the goal is, if the goal is to grow, which if you're listening to this, it probably is. If the goal is to grow, someday you will enter that elevator to move on to the second floor. And most of those people on the first floor that you consider friends, that you know very well, will stay on that first floor because their desires aren't the same as yours. They don't want to grow. They are complacent. And you hope that a couple of them come with you. But ultimately, you will get on that elevator at times alone. And you will have to meet new people on that new floor. You will build new relationships. And you will ultimately have to let those go as well. And that is okay. It is okay to outgrow, and you should try to outgrow the rooms you are in. You should try to be better. It should be a competition because ultimately comparison is a tool, and it is the scorecard we keep to earn our place. Your placement in a group can be defined with a scorecard. Do you belong there or not? And if you outgrow it and they can't keep up, then it is your duty, your responsibility to up and leave and not sit in an echo chamber of complacency.
I agree with that. I agree. I put it in different terms.
That's fair.
And my
Sure.
terms would be, you got your day ones, people you grew up with. For me, this is how I see it. I have my day ones, people I grew up with. You know, from a kid to a young adult. You know, some of us, you know, evolved. Some of us didn't. Still got love for you, but I gotta keep doing my thing. If you want to do your thing, keep doing what you're doing. By all means, do your thing. You know, and then you meet a whole new group of people. Your day twos. This is how I see it.
Oh,
It's
days.
just, you know, I see it in days. There's your day twos, your day threes, your day fours. It's just certain groups that you meet along the way of you evolving. But at the end of the day, I can go back and have critical thinking with all of them.
Sure.
You know,
but
I wouldn't say I evolved past them, but it's like these people think a certain way that I think. These people think a certain way that I think as well. Same thing. But I know that these people would not mix.
yeah.
I can mix with them because I've met them.
That's fair.
You know what I mean?
So let me ask you, what happens if you're on day 5 and they're still day 1 and you can't have a critical conversation because they're still on day 1 and they're not evolving? Do you want to talk to them anymore? Like, can you actually...
I can still talk to them.
You can talk to them, but...
On a critical thinking level?
Feel you, truly. Like, there's a reason you and I are sitting here in this podcast right now.
Right.
There's a reason we started this podcast, and it's because these conversations bring some sort of spark, at least to me, and that is why we're here, because I know this fuels me. But if I go and put anyone else in that seat,
Right.
I will not have the same critical conversation, and it won't fuel me as much.
Right.
Maybe it might even drain me, and I don't want to do that podcast at all.
I've had those conversations where some people that I don't talk to anymore, where I would try to get them to think differently.
Yeah.
Hey, man, like fucking whatever, whatever the conversation may be, get them to think in a certain way. Mm-hmm. They're kind of stuck there. You don't want the help. I'm trying to help you out. You know, respectfully, you're my dog. I can't fuck with you though.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay,
I can fuck with you from afar,
Yeah, I mean,
Got
don't
love for
hate
you.
'em.
I don't hate
It's
them.
not
No,
like
nothing
a
like that. Yeah,
dislike or hatred. It's more like you just outgrew 'em.
yeah,
That's okay.
100%. That's
There's nothing
fine.
wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Because if you do it the other way, where you kind of just completely stop fucking with them and don't even try, then that's when they have envy
Yeah,
towards you.
well, sure. And I don't mean to like just let them go. I don't mean like fuck off, like I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
mean like that. I mean like we can still be cool. We can still see each other, say, "Wait, what's up?" whatever, have a short conversation. But I mean, do they cause progression in your life? And if not, then there might be a sense of let go and you might outgrow
No, that's
them.
fine.
And that's okay. I mean,
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that at
yeah,
all.
outgrowing people is okay.
No.
But man, I don't think this is the conversation we're supposed to have.
I mean, it's a good
fine.
podcast.
Yeah, I like it. What time is it?
I mean, it still pertains to it because it's like the critical thinking.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't think with these people, then you can't really sit with those people.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna sit there and just twiddle my thumbs around, not being able to talk because you won't understand or you won't get it or you won't even want to ask the questions as to what I'm saying. You're kind of just like, oh, you're weird. Like, what are you talking about? It's like, then you're not thinking. Wheels ain't fucking moving.
Yeah.
You know, got love for you, but can't fuck with you. That's the way I've done it. I've let people go in that way where I'll try to help them out or try to get them to think a little different. And they're kind of just like, oh, like I'm good. All right, man. I'm not good with you not being good. So I'm gonna leave you be.
You have to think for yourself as well.
Yeah. So
You know, I think it's important to state this too, that just because you don't own somebody's mind just because you gave them your time. Like just because you stopped and helped somebody does not mean they owe you some attention, something in return. And I think most people
you shouldn't
go
want
in-
something in return.
Yeah, but most people do. And I don't mean like physical, but when you do something, when you go out of your way and you do enough for somebody, there's this innate sense of, I did something really good for you. I would at least like some attention or something back. And it's a lot of the time it's innate. And I found myself doing this every once in a while too, where and not like I don't mean I'm giving something to a homeless person. I mean when
Right.
you put time and energy behind somebody, and they do something shitty in return at some point, that's okay. Like that's not an act of betrayal just because you did something for them and you gave them your time and energy. It's just them not being able to understand, and they didn't look at you the same way you looked at them.
I mean, the way I've always seen when doing something for somebody, I'm not expecting shit.
Yeah.
Anything. Whatever I get out of it, I get out of it. If I get nothing out of it, by all means, I'm doing it out of the love of my heart. That's the way I've always, because my mom always told me this. If you're gonna do something to throw it in somebody's face, don't fucking do it.
Agreed.
Don't do it.
Yeah, if you give something to somebody, I mean, a lot of people are like, "Oh, I gave you something."
Yeah,
Like,
or something like that.
like you owe me, kind of thing.
And I've cut people off for that.
Yeah.
Oh, you helped me, but you want to throw it in my face? Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
No, there's no. Oh, nah, bro, it's good. I know where you're. No, I don't know where you're coming from. I won't do that.
Yeah.
Like if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it out of the love of my heart, and I'm not expecting anything. If you want to give me something in return, cool. I'm not gonna. I'll probably tell you, nah, I'm good. But if you insist, sure. But I'm not expecting shit. But the second somebody does that to me, yeah, you're dead to me. Sorry.
Yeah.
But
A gift is a gift, and it should only be a gift.
and it's not even. It couldn't even have to be a gift. It could be a favor. It could be a
That's
gesture.
what I mean by
yeah.
a gift is blanket term. That's
Yeah,
what I mean.
yeah. But no, yeah.
I think the simple shift today, it was going to be something about a fucking echo chamber.
Should be
But
two simple shifts.
We'll do one.
We'll do two. Talked about two different things
I
today.
did, I guess.
I mean, the simple shift for the first thing would be knock the ceiling out of the echo chamber you're in and escape if you are in one. Realize you're in one first, obviously. ask questions. And if you can't ask questions, that's your cue to fucking leave.
And to make this simple, I don't think it would be to break yourself out of an echo chamber. It would to be bring awareness to the chamber you're in.
Yeah. And
That's it.
And if you can't, get out.
Yeah, but one step at a time. Simple shift, right? Bring awareness. I mean, most people, they just need awareness. They don't need action because awareness brings action.
Yeah, bring awareness to the chamber you are in.
And then do something good without expectations. No ties. Just do it to do it. That's it.
You will not be disappointed if you have no expectations doing something.
That's true.
I got that from Spider-Man. Mary Jane.
Mary
that.
Jones.
Mary Jones says that in
The new
No Way Home.
No Way Home, yeah.
Yeah, she says, "Don't
if you expect disappointment, you can't get disappointed." I just watched it like yesterday.
That's what she says?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you expect disappointed, you won't get disappointed.
Right, exactly.
There's along those lines, yeah.
Yeah. But I changed it.
Yeah.
Don't expect anything and you won't be disappointed.
And this means in return. Like not for
Anything. Oh, no, anything.
Yeah.
Not even you don't even need to expect a thank you.
Well, right. No. It's no one get anything in return.
Right.
Anyway, do something good without ties.
Yeah.
That's the simple shift today. Those are the simple shifts today. We didn't talk about water reservoirs.
This could be the exit right here. This guy has a fucking water fountain for his cat. And I'm like, dumb me. I give you this part. I was dumb. I was like, where's the water coming from? He's like, it's a water reservoir. It's a drinking fountain. Like all drinking fountains, they have a reservoir.
I said water fountains, not drinking fountains.
Okay, whatever. But in the context of what we were talking about, I was like, he's talking drinking fountains. And I said, no, they don't. And he goes on to say, yes, all water fountains. Again, in the context of what we were talking about, I assumed he was talking about drinking fountains.
Still applies.
Explain. Because here's my understanding as to the water. A drinking fountain. The drinking fountain at the gym. The drinking fountain at the gym. Let's put it at that. Drinking fountain at Conquer. It's on the wall.
Shout out.
It's shout out to Conquer 24-hour gym in Modesto, California, off of Kansas and Emerald. Check them out. They're in the corner. They got the recovery lounge as well. Do ice baths. They're good for you. Sauna, infrared. They have the compression boots and arm things, and then they got Theraguns.
They even have one that goes on your...
Sure, I didn't know that. And they were just on Good Morning America. Shout out to Diana and the whole crew, Nayeli, Veronica, Conquer, you guys are the best. Back to the water fountain.
Yep.
It's connected to the wall. The wall's next to the bathroom. The bathroom has piping for the plumbing. That is where the water is coming from. The water is coming from the city. The city doesn't have a reservoir for all the water. I mean, I guess it fucking does. But it's not right there. Not the way you explained it, you're like, it's right there underneath the water fountain.
I didn't say that.
Water comes from the context that we were talking about, you made it seem like it's right there. The reservoir is right there.
I said water in water fountains comes from a reservoir.
Again, the context of what we were talking about was the freaking stupid drinking thing. And that drinking thing right there, if you guys could see it, it's just a fucking thing and it's recirculating the whole time. He said that's what all water fountains in the context that we were talking about, supposed to be drinking fountains, do. And I said, no, they don't. They don't just recirculate the water that we drink and it goes back into it like that one.
Yeah, not recirculate, but it does. It's just a longer process. It's the same concept. It goes out to a water treatment plant, into a reservoir, into our water. Or a water treatment plant, then back to our water. But same thing. Comes from a reservoir, gets filtered, comes to us, our holsters.
Say it. No, I'm not gonna say it. No, don't say it. Never mind. Because we're not. I'm not gay.
Your pie hole. It goes straight to your pie hole from a reservoir. All water fountains of any sorts, they do that. Whether it's directly underneath the water fountain or it's some magical far away place called a water treatment plant. But they're in a reservoir of water.
Sure.
Just broke his mind.
Yeah, I guess. Whatever.
Well, he thought they came from the pipes themselves, like a well underwater, and just magically, which would be a reservoir as well. He just thought they magically appeared in the pipes, just like other. Anyway. Wow. So
That's all, folks. We'll see you guys
welcome
later.
to the Simple Shift. Love y'all. Have a good rest of your time. Bye.
I'm gonna go look up schematics to fucking drinking water now. Fuck.